Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey, wait, I didn't get your... Hey, did you see a Mustang?
Yep, it went that away. There's only one car that goes that away, quite this way. Ford Mustang.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen man, the Fox body Mustangs have become super hot and super collectible, and here's some of the reasons why. First off, this was part of the time when I was growing up as well. I was in my working, started my working life and things like that. I couldn't afford these in the early 80s. That's why today they're so popular, because they speak to somebody who couldn't afford a car like this, had to get some rhythm in their life, get some family started, get their career started, and then you can get one of these cars. These cars still are very fast. They may only be rated at 225 horsepower, but they're rated in a different way than they rated cars in the early 70s and late 60s. So first off, they're super light, way lighter than a Camaro and things like that, and they are fast and they're luxurious as well. All right, so as we talk about these cars, the more original they are, the more lower mileage they are, the more collectible they are. Everybody has 100,000 and 200,000 mile Mustangs. This car here we're talking about 28,000 original miles, driven less than 1,000 miles a year, right? This is somebody's third car or fourth car, their baby. They took to some car shows, maybe took out on a weekend or something like that. And as we walk around, it's all original except for the wearable items like wiper blades and tires and things like that. So what we are going to do is verify that the paint is original, because that is the big selling feature of these cars in the originality, is because you can always replace the interior even though this is original. But if you repaint the car, then it's no longer original. And that's the idea behind this, is that you're having an original piece of history. It's only original once, and we're going to be able to refute that evidence if somebody says that it's not. So let's start with the quality of the paint first. I'd like to come up here, and if we could, switch over and show you what that looks like. It's actually really nice paint from the factory. All right, so as we look at this, look how clear the words are in there. Look how you can read everything nice and crisp. That's what you should be looking for if you're looking for cars online. This is original factory paint circa 1980s. That's pretty nice. Somebody did a really nice job taking care of the car. And now what we're going to do is we're going to walk around and we're going to measure, okay? We're going to measure the paint electronically. This paint meter is going to tell us how thick the paint is. And so as long as it's within, say, 2 mils thick, all the way around of the lowest and highest rating, then we know that it's original paint. So let's start here if we could. A nice 3.0 reading there to start with. Okay, 2.5. 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Remember, these went down an assembly line and the robots painted them, so this should be pretty consistent all the way around. Okay? And the nice thing about this is people can claim that it's original paint. They can claim that it's never had any panel work done or any accident stuff. But here, we know for a fact. There's nothing I can do to manipulate the guide. And there you go. These cars are painted in a hospital-like environment. All right? And so typically that's what you're going to find. Anyway, that's just one more verification of the car and how original it is. So let's take a peek under the hood and see what motivates this GT. All right, so let's take a peek under here. All right. This is kind of cool. The original decals are still here, circa 1987. All of this stuff here, original pieces. Nothing modified under the hood here. It's all kind of original, circa, even the clamps from the 80s are still on here. That's how low mileage it is and how well everything is held up. Original liner under here. This is the routing of the belt system is on here, right? Here is when the technician checked the car in. He dated 6/15/1987, technician number 2, right? And wrote on there, so you know that this was PDI'd, pre-delivery inspected by a technician before it was ready for delivery. That's a pretty cool piece, I think. forgot to mention, 5.0, fuel injected, great horsepower and a great sound. The firing order of these cars makes for a wonderful, wonderful sound. And if you ever wondered why a Mustang sounds so great, it's because of the firing order. All right, so let's check out this. Little stuff like the tag lights work. You say, well, what's the big deal about the tag lights work? Well, a lot of times these older cars, they do not work. Little stuff showing that it works meant that somebody cared, okay? Trunk is nicely detailed. Here is this for the boot. I just put the boot on. I didn't put it on exactly the way it's supposed to, so if it looks like it's sitting a little funky, it's probably my fault, all right? It does have one addition to it, and that over here, I want to show you. This has the original spare tire in here, all right, that you can't really see, but the original spare tire has never been on the ground. That's kind of a cool another piece. This is the addition that I say has been added to it. This is a Sony CD changer that's wired through that sound system there. So it is an upgraded sound system. It does not have the original radio in it. So everything else original in the car except the radio. I'm not sure if we have that, if it came with it or not. But the reason I know this is not original is because the CD didn't come out until the 90s and this is the 80s. So clearly that would have been a part of it. But we all kind of like our upgraded sound systems. And the good news is it's designed to fit any kind of stereo. So we can put the original back in if you want, or we could upgrade it to something that had everything all up front. You didn't have to deal with anything back here. All right, so come on in here. This is nice, man. The white interior is spectacular. This is leather too, by the way, white leather. And loaded with things, tilt wheel, full gauges. So you have a 7,000 RPM tack, all the gauges that you could ever want, climate control, the upgraded stereo here, right? It's kind of nice. Power windows, power mirrors, little things like lumbar, which is power in the seat, and comfortable. Like, there's a lot of room in here to go for a drive, and that's one of the reasons people loved them, because they were nimble, they were fast, and they sounded great, and you got all of the luxury stuff that you could ever want in a car. All right, so we close up this video, man. You know, if you're looking at this car, you love Fox bodies, or you maybe thought about, wow, I've been thinking about a Fox body. Well, let me tell you why some are worth more than the others. Talk about originality and low mileage. Those are collectible cars. Those will continue to sell in the future. They'll be a lot easier to sell than restored cars will, because this is a one-time thing. They're only original ones. This is super low mileage, great color combination, and it's a manual transmission. A lot of these were automatics, don't forget, too. All right? Anyway, so call us 301-816-1000. I'll tell you about this awesome '87 Mustang GT convertible.